Welcome back to Cooking on the Farm. This week we are in Korea. We are going to work together to make some breakfast banchans. It is a different kind of breakfast, not cereal with milk, but I think just as delicious, if not more delicious. So I'm going to tell you really quick what we're going to make, and then I'm going to wash up and show you how to make it. So we are going to be making spinach banchan, which is a classic cold spinach salad, very typical in Korea, also similar in Japan. We'll be making a mushroom banchan, and that'll be some mushrooms, peppers, onions, carrots, and then we're gonna make a breakfast soup as well. And of course, we'll have all of that with rice. In Korea, it's really typical that you mix in multi-grains to add it and make it even more healthy. So we'll be cooking that. I'll show you how to do that. The leftover rice from our breakfast banchans we'll then use to make kimchi fried rice tomorrow. So I'm gonna wash my hands. It's very important.
So my sous chef is going to rinse the white rice first. And you can just do it in the pot that you're gonna do your rice in. So he's gonna rinse that until the water is pretty clear. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 rinses. While he does that, I'm going to start working on our spinach.
See how cloudy the water is there? That's the starch that comes off the rice.
We don't want that. No sticky rice. Okay. So spinach, ideally, at this time of year, you'd want to get the whole plant. That's very typical for Korean, but we didn't have that at the grocery store. We were very happy we had regular spinach at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip off just these kind of rough ends here. Clean up a bunch really quick.
Right, the rice is rinsed. Can I put this rice in?
Yes, now you're going to put the multigrain into there. And I want to show you a quick method of how we know if we have enough water in a rice cooker. We're going to put the rice cooker down on a flat surface. We're going to put our hand in the rice cooker, our clean hand. And we want the water to just almost cover and come up to our hands. So we need a little bit more water. Let's get a little bit more water. Yep, I got it. A little bit more. I like to shake it so everything's nice and flat. Put my hand down. I like that. So you can see how the water is covered all my fingertips and about up to my middle knuckle there. Oof, if I really push it down, but it's not covering my hand. That's enough water. So we'll just put this into our rice cooker. Put it on. And that's it. Thank you. All right, so quickly just gonna continue to clean up some of the spinach. Checking to see if I have something really bruised. I don't want those. Those will go to the chickens, who will be very happy for them. If you have a friend or a sous chef, maybe they can help you with cleaning up that spinach. This spinach, we've already washed it really, really well. Fresh spinach like this is delicious, but it also tends to have some sand in it. Spinach loves to grow on sandy soil. So we've washed it really well. While I'm doing this, I think it'd be a great time to have a cup of tea. All right, you gonna make me some tea?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some roasted barley tea. So this is barley that's been toasted, and you just steep it in water. If you like it sweet, a little bit of honey is nice in it. This is a great drink in the morning because it has a little bit of depth to it, kind of hearty.
But no caffeine.
No caffeine. Super traditional.
Super yummy. So this may look like it's a lot of spinach, but this is going to cook down pretty quickly.
There's probably all sorts of ways to make the roasted barley tea. I just do it simple. Just put a heating tablespoon in the bottom of a normal sized mug and put the super hot water on it.
I have a teapot already ready.
It's gonna float up, and then after a while they'll sink, and you can strain them out once the tea's fully steeped. There's also a toasted corn tea just like this, and sometimes these are also mixed with other green teas. So I'll just let that stay there for you. I'll pull mine off the side.
Hey, sous chef, do you know why in Korea they have a lot of other grains besides rice?
Why?
Because during famine and hardship, growing rice was too difficult, but you could actually get more productivity out of growing things like barley and millet, especially. They take up less space, they use less water and less resources. So Koreans were able to figure out how to make do with less and how to make the most out of it. So like roasted barley, that's gonna stay for a long time.
Right,
And then, yeah, so you can store that. And I mean, we have that bag, it lasts us, we don't drink that very often. But it can last you for a very long time. So yeah, a lot of this, what we see in Korean cooking might remind you a little bit of Japanese cooking, or maybe a lot. But there's a big difference, and that is the hardiness and the fortitude that's associated with it, and that's in the cultural piece of it that hopefully you're also learning in this Banchans class this week. All right, so can you give that a quick rinse, and then we'll put that back in. We'll get the next thing ready. All right. So we're going to just put this spinach into boiling water really quick. I'm actually going to have you do that for me, please. We're just going to put it in boiling water for 1 minute exactly, and then we're going to take it out of the boiling water and put it into ice water to stop it from cooking. So I'm going to pass it on to my sous chef to do while I get the next thing set, and that is we're going to do the mushroom banchan. I'm going to start with mushrooms. The grocery store is a little short on some of the ingredients that we might otherwise expect or want, and that's okay. We can be flexible. Typically, mushroom banchan is made with oyster mushrooms. These are not oyster mushrooms, but I've done this before, and they'll be a great substitute. And all we really have to do is cut off the end of these. Again, that can go to the chickens, or if you're making stock at home, this is great to put in your stock. Cut off the ends. I'm going to leave these pretty whole. And after our spinach is done blanching, we're actually going to blanch, just barely cook, these mushrooms as well. And the cool thing about breakfast banchans is you can make them the night before, which is what we're doing right now, and then you know that you have something super delicious the next morning waiting for you that's really healthy. Alright, that looks great. Put those in the bowl, and then we'll blanch those next. Now, along with the mushroom banchan, we're also going to keep our space clean. We're going to add some beautiful red pepper. So pretty. Not much, just a little bit. And some really pretty carrots. These came straight from our garden. They overwintered, and we couldn't be happier to have them right now.
Alright, so this was in the water for exactly 1 minute. I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to plunge it immediately into ice water, an ice bath.
Now stop the cooking, but keep it nice and dark green. And then we can use that exact same water to blanch our mushrooms next.
You got to stir so it
Yeah.
cools down.
Okay.
Just that stove. Try to heat the water back up.
And these are going to cool down super quick. We're going to pull the spinach out and put it in the colander to drip dry, and then we'll squeeze it and wring out a lot of moisture. You can do that. Okay. It's always more fun to cook with a friend. Today my sous chef is my partner in crime, Toby. Say hi to everybody, Toby.
Hi everybody, Toby.
All right, so we've got a little bit of pepper. We have a small carrot. We actually don't need all of this carrot, just need a little bit of it. So I'm using the claw method to hold on to my carrot. It's roly-poly, so I have to be really careful and find a nice pretty flat surface. And then I'm going to just cut off the side and then lay it down. Remember we talked about this, so now it's not gonna roll around. I'm gonna take another couple slices, pretty thin, but that's probably enough. So got that. And then I'm also going to do some onion.
Would you like me to blanch the mushrooms?
Yes, please.
For 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay. And then when do you want me to squeeze this out first? So we have a place to dry it?
Sure.
Okay. I'll hand squeeze these.
Okay.
Notice after we rinsed the spinach earlier, we didn't spin dry it like you would for a salad because we were going to blanch it and get rid anyhow. Would you like me to squeeze it super dry?
Pretty dry. It doesn't have to be super dry.
Okay.
It's because it's a Banchans. Alright. Particularly difficult onion. That's okay. I'm going to just do a few slices of this onion. Again, I'm doing the claw, holding my knife in a safe but easy, loose way. Alright, and I'm also going to cut my carrot slices into nice little like a bit thinner than a matchstick. Thank you. Slicing this as thin as I can because I just want everything to cook at about the same time, and I don't want to overcook anything.
Do we want any more flour or
No, we're good.
pour this out?
And actually we'll use that pan. Alright, now initially the Banchans we like to use green onions, and we are short on green onions these days. So instead, I raided our own garden and was able to find some chives. Now we grow Chinese chives, especially at our house. These are Chinese chives, so they're a little bit stronger, which is great. And so we will use these in our banchan. Okay, so that, and you got the mushrooms coming. Alright.
Cooling off.
Chives. Just gonna move this to the side. And while you do that, I'm gonna finish off the spinach. So this is all that spinach shrunk down to just that little bit. I'm gonna give it a quick chop. It doesn't have to be perfect. Big bites are nice. This is gonna give us such a great start to the morning. Strong. Alright. And now, it could be easier. Put the spinach in the bowl.
Those mushrooms back.
Looks pretty. Okay, so for our spinach banchan, we've blanched the spinach, no problem. Now we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce, just a drizzle. Couldn't be more than a teaspoon maybe. Just a little bit. Mix that around. And then we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil as well, some roasted or toasted sesame oil, about the same amount. And then we're going to add some toasted sesame seeds as well. again, about equal amounts. So you could do like teaspoon, teaspoon, teaspoon. And a nice little grind of some black pepper. Use a little bit of pep. I'm gonna give it just a little taste. Ooh, that was yummy. Coming along. The black pepper comes through really, really well. It's delicious. I'm thinking I want just a little bit more soy. And then that's it. That is done. So one breakfast dish done. We can package this up, pop it in the fridge, and this one's always eaten cold, conveniently, so it'll be great in the fridge. Set that aside. And then we're gonna move on to our mushroom banchan. Now this one, the mushrooms have been blanched and they're just silky beautiful. We're gonna mix these with these. We're gonna fry them up really, really quick. So can we do that? Let's see. Okay.
Mushrooms. I cook those just until they start to look a little brown. Won't take too long. I add a pinch of salt. I use kosher salt. It's always right there on the stove. Salt's gonna get into the mushroom and also to help it to brown a little bit quicker. Already starting to get a little bit of brown. Just like another second longer. So while that's going, I'm going to bring over my other ingredients. Just starting to get some good color on the mushrooms. You can hear them talking. And then we're going to add in our veggies. And get everything stirred around. Isn't that pretty? So brightly colored. This, along with the spinach banchan, is going to be so delicious and just happy to eat for breakfast. Okay, we're gonna let that go for just a minute. And while we do that, I'm going to prep our final dish, which is going to be our soup. Soup is very, very common in a Korean meal to have soup. Breakfast is no substitute. So we're gonna make a very simple potato and egg soup for breakfast. And this is something we can still make today. We can heat it up again in the morning. Everything can be done again. Some people will peel the potato. I don't peel the potato. I don't think it needs to be peeled. And I'm going to cut off using that claw method to get a nice flat surface. I'm going to cube my potatoes. Slices, pretty thick. When it gets close to this, I'm going to do the tunnel cut. Just following my knife, not making it work too hard. Potatoes are pretty sticky, even when you cut them. You can use that to work for you. Little slices here, and then our mushroom banchan is probably just about done. Take that off the flame. That's ready. Come on over here. Oh yeah, look, we're already getting beautiful caramelization. A little bit of good color. Oops, get back in there. And now I'm going to add in those chives. And to get all of this beautifulness up, I'm going to use a little water. I've got my barley tea, so I'm actually going to put in a little splash of my barley tea.
That's going to deglaze the pan a
Yep,
little bit.
I'm going to take off, just going to deglaze that. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of soy. And for this one, I'm going to add Korean soup soy. So this is specific Korean. It's a little bit lighter than regular soy sauce, so it may seem like I'm adding a lot, but it's pretty mild. And then that's it. This one's done. Another banchan done. Listen to that. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Okay, now, ultimate like frugality. We're gonna continue to use this same pan, and we're going to make our soup in this pan. So all the goodness that's here is then gonna come through in our soup as well. So just to reflect, we've got our mushroom banchan, we have our spinach banchan, and now we're going to make our soup. Banchans, in case you are wondering what is Miss Holmes saying, banchans are small little dishes. If you go to a Korean restaurant, this is what you have laid out before you. That wonderful tapestry of all those different dishes, that's Korean banchans. So we're focused on just breakfast ones. Okay, so we're gonna make our soup. And to make our soup, I'm gonna start by taking some water. I'm first gonna use the water from our tea kettle because it's already hot. See how much we get. I'm shooting for about 2 cups. Hey, I have 2 cups. Yay. Perfect. Put that back into a pan. And when we make a Korean soup, it is often started with sort of we call it dashi. And you can make the dashi on your own, or you can cheat a little bit. And I like to use this. This is handashi, and it's an instant dashi. So it's a concentrated. You just need a little bit. It's perfect because that's all I got.
How much did you put in?
Oh, like
Half a teaspoon?
yeah. Because I still have the yumminess left over from the mushroom banchan. So you bring that up, give that a quick stir, just to dissolve it.
And the handashi is like a fish flake almost, right?
The bonito is it's a dried fish. In Korea, they typically will use sardines that you get to take the head off of and take the guts out of. But
We were running low on sardines.
dried sardines, that's rough way these days. Yeah. So as this broth is coming together, I'm actually going to just cook the potatoes in that. So that's on autopilot.
How high do you turn the heat up there?
I'm going to get it up to a boil and then I'm going to simmer it.
Okay. And you do the simmering with the lid on, or just?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, then to that, I have a couple things. So we're gonna swirl in an egg, sometimes called egg flour soup, if you go all the way back to China. And I can't decide if I should use chicken egg or duck egg.
Both.
You do both? I think both might be a little much, so we have to choose which one you want.
Do the duck egg.
Duck egg, okay, we'll do the duck egg. So I'm going to get the duck egg ready to be swirled into the soup. Mix it up so that looks the same all the way. A duck egg is a little bit richer than a chicken egg. The yolk is a bit bigger. The white is a bit runnier. So we're gonna make sure it's all the same, really well mixed. That looks good. I'm gonna take that over to the stove. And we're gonna give a quick stir. The magic of time would be that the potatoes are already soft. Obviously, you're gonna have to wait a little while. They're not quite there. But I wanna show you the technique that we're gonna use for stirring in the egg.
Can you do it now, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
So we're gonna take it to a low simmer, like this. And then you wanna have your soup moving in a circle. You're gonna add the egg, and it's just beautiful. Look at that. It's like ribbons. Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to add a couple more additions to this soup. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous?
Lacy.
It's lacy. So we're going to add a little bit of the soup soy, because it is soup. And that's it. The soup is done. In IRL, we would let the potatoes cook a little bit longer so they're actually soft. But that's it. So come on back over. We now have 3 great breakfast dishes right here. We have, remember, our spinach banchan, our mushroom banchan, and our potato and egg soup. And then also along here, our rice is already finished. Thanks, rice cooker. So we have this beautiful multi-grain rice. So I hope you will try some of these, whatever you can find. They're not too hard of ingredients, and they're absolutely delicious. All right, happy cooking.
Happy
Bye.
cooking.